everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Please thumbs up and share us out. You are here at Junk Closet, where today is a good day to have a great day. Let's make today beautiful and never stop dreaming. Remember, no one is perfect. We all have flaws and get better. So again, guys, welcome. Share me out. Come on in. Guys, I need you. I need my fellas to in because I will be interviewing a friend who is a barber, Mike Sales, aka 10. I have his link pinned to the chat. So if you like to go to his page, please go there. And I'm also going to be showing you some of his work. So I'm going to go to the chat and welcome everyone in. I see Slim Jim Longfoot. What's up, my brother? How are you? Welcome in. I see I Am Just Nene is here. Welcome in, sis. How are you? How are you? Hi, Mike. Nene. So again, guys, hey, Heaven, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you. You're here with your cheerleader. Woo! Bring your positive vibes and your good energy. You guys know how we do. So first, I'm going to just give you a little brief synopsis of our guest, and then I'm going to have him give us some information on him, and then we're going to get into asking the questions. And my mods, please welcome in the people as we can our interview. And when we finish, we will have a question and answer. She said, my hometown friend, high school friend. Yes, Dee. Yes. Guys, we have 10Stackss, okay? AKA Mike Sales. He is a barber. His work is amazing. So I'm going to drop down and I'm going to let him tell us a little bit about himself, and then I'm going to come back. So take about 2 or 3 minutes, Mike, and just tell us a little bit about, what you're doing. Then I'm going to get into questions. So don't give them too much. Just give them a little taste. And then I'll come right back up. You hear me okay?
I can hear you great. Okay. Can you hear me? Well, once again, my name is Mike Sales. I'm a local native of Huntsville, Alabama. I've been barbering since 1987. And I consider myself not only to be a barber, but I consider myself to be a stylist as well. I started off my career, or my quest in this career, as a young man. I was just telling the story. I started off from a barber that was local in my neighborhood who was cutting everybody's heads. And he left to go to the military. And when he left a whole gang of clients in the neighborhood. So my quest started from there. From there, I went to cosmetology school because they didn't offer barbering in my community college during that time. So I took up cos. And during that time, I was working under an apprenticeship in my local city to cross-train to be a barber because that's what I wanted to do. We had a city license dealing with barbering, and as well, from there, it graduated me to go pursue more of my entrepreneurial businessship in barbering from Tennessee. So I obtained my Tennessee barber license, made a few accomplishments along the way. I won the Bronner Brothers in 2012. And as well, I created my own videos. And just to recap, go back in 1999, I created a series of videos, 4 videos called the Liquid Razor video. If you heard the term Liquid Razor or the product, I created that product in 1999. So just to share with you, I was a young man. Don't share your ideas with nobody. Keep your ideas privately to yourself. And just to prove to you what I've got and how far back I go with this, this is actually the video. How to cut a fade. Liquid Razor series. These guys is on this book right now. On this, this is actually a VHS. This is how far back it goes, y'all. With me. This is a VHS tape that I had in 1999, showing how to cut hair. I was selling them at the Bronner Brothers, so they did pretty well. I was selling my educational videos. This is the back of it. I was selling my educational videos, and a gentleman that I was networking with, I was helping him sell his product at my booth. And from there, time proceeded, and I didn't have a knowledge of, like I said, trademark, copyright, and patents. as time proceeded, I went to Chicago to the Proud Ladies show. And as I was walking around the exhibiting floor, what did I see? Chizaps featuring the new liquid razor. So be careful of your ideas and your thoughts. Don't put them out before time. Save your business until you get everything legitimized. But long story short, I currently own 2 barbershops, and both my boys are barbers. My oldest son and my youngest son both are barbers. And my youngest son right now is an aspiring artist, actor. I mean, he's actually doing some movie roles now. You may see him in a Tyler Perry movie. At Hennessy GT on Instagram, his name is Anthony Sales. And my oldest son, Jay Sales, is an aspiring barber. He actually is getting ready to own his own barbershop. He's going to own the barbershop that I started in. So with that being said, God has been good to me. I've been very thankful for the places and the people that I've met along the way. So I'm here today just to share with you just a little more about how to be your best self in this industry, because I know what it takes, because I'm there and been there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, HB 10Stackss, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. So again, guys, please thumbs up, share this out, tell your men in your life to come on over. They may have some questions that they want to ask. So first of all, I want to say you look amazing. I love that. Sue, you look, that's fly. I like that. I like that. You know, I'm from New York, so we got that eye of, you know. So
Oh yeah.
you're from Alabama. How was your life growing up? Like, did you have a mom, a dad, brother, and sisters? How was that life?
I can barely hear you. You sound choppy.
Oh, hold on. Can you hear me now?
You
Is that better?
You still are choppy.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn my fan off. Sometimes it's the fan. Okay. Is that better?
Not really, but I try to make do with what I can hear.
Okay. Is that better?
A little bit. It's a little better.
Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on with that. Hold on. Let me come on. Turn your side up too if you can't hear me.
Oh, let me see.
Because I can hear you fine.
Okay, it just sounds choppy a little bit.
All right.
So
yeah, I don't have anything on in the background. So you don't have YouTube on in the background, right?
Hold on 1 second.
All right. Babe, take this phone.
Oh yeah.
Stop coming up. I'm doing it. Not you.
Okay.
Hey, House of X, is that better? Yeah, make sure you don't have YouTube on in the background.
Yeah, I can hear you, but it still sounded choppy, but go ahead.
Okay, so how was your family life growing up? Did you have like a mom, a dad, sister, and brother?
Yeah, I grew up in a pretty big family. I have 2 brothers, and I have 2 sisters. Well, had 2 sisters. One of my sisters deceased here about 6 months ago from cancer. She was 55 years old. Great
I'm
sister.
sorry.
That's okay. She was a good sister and a good wife and just an all around good person. So definitely, I was raised around good people.
Now, so did you go to barbers when you were young, or did like your family cut your hair, like your dad and uncles? How was that?
Well, are you asking me how did I become a barber? Basically, what?
No. When you were young, when you got headphones,
Hold on 1 second.
yeah, put your headphones in. Sometimes it's that too. Guys, can you hear me okay? Let me know if you guys can hear us or if you can hear me. He said I sound choppy. Hey, Drone FX. Hey, you can talk your way. How are you? Neptura, Lauricia, thank you guys for coming in. Please share us out and thumbs us up.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Is that better?
Oh, that's much better. No choppy.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes you have to put on headphones. Okay. So
Okay.
no, I was saying, when you were growing up, did your uncle and your dad cut your hair, or did they take you to a barber shop like every Saturday to get your hair cut?
When I was young, my dad actually took me to a renowned barber shop that still stands to this day. A guy by the name of Willoughby Battle cut my hair during that time. And as I can reflect, Willoughby was one of the barbers that dealt mostly with the youth. When I say the youth, those who are coming to get a cut and bring their kids. Well, he was the one to cut the kids' hair while the parents go to some of the more outstanding type barbers. And I reflect because he used to be so funny and laughing at it and making jokes in which I can relate to this day. But my dad always took me to the barber shop.
Okay. Hold on, let me just type this in the chat. Oh, them no. Yeah, guys. So after the interview, we'll have questions and answers. And if you want to come up, I'll do that after the interview. Okay. So please don't try to come up just yet. Okay. So again, thank you for everybody that's here in the chat. I really appreciate you for being here. House of X. Hello. Guys, share it out, especially to your gentlemen friends. Tell them to come on in and listen to this interview.
That's right.
So you said that you went to cosmetology school because there wasn't any barbers around. So are you licensed?
Yes, I'm licensed in Tennessee, and I'm currently working on my Georgia license.
Awesome.
And I am licensed in Alabama. We had during the time when I wanted to become a barber, we didn't have a state board. The state board was abolished in 1979 and picked back up probably about 10 years ago. So yeah, I'm licensed in Tennessee and Alabama now.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay. Do you have any awards for a career?
Excuse me?
Do you have any awards for cutting hair?
Oh yeah, I won the Bronner Brothers 2012. I won several other competitions in my youth coming up. And the good thing about it, I had good mentors around me. One of my greatest mentors was about a lady by the name of Emma Johnson. Well, not Emma. What's Emma's last name? Yeah, Emma Johnson. She was our cosmetology instructor. She invited me to go to my first barber competition, and when I went, I won. And this was a cosmetology student teacher that invited me to a barber competition, and I won. And that enthused me and kept me in the mindset of there are greater things to come. So I stayed in it and stayed achieving and started doing great things. I worked with Andes in 2010 under Ivan Zook. And as well, I sold my own educational videos, and as I do now with the hair units. So things are kind of looking good in the retrospect of, being a renowned barber. I've laid enough blueprint down to still receive accolades and inboxes, opportunities. All those things are coming from just the blueprint I laid down a long time ago.
Okay. Do you cut children's hair? And if you do, what's a funny story of cutting a child's hair?
I don't cut as many as I used to. I really have two child clients that I have now. But the funniest story I have with a child client was there's an African lady that brought a child to me for a haircut. And the child started off good. And he kicked me in the groin. He kicked me in the groin. He had some boots on, the little white baby boot. They kept him in them little white baby boots, and I had some sweatpants on that day. He kind of took me out the game for about 20 minutes, but I got back to the program.
Oh no!
But the worst thing I hate about parents is bringing their children to get a haircut nowadays. They want everything the adults want. They want the edge up.
They
Mm-hmm.
want the taper fade. They want everything. And those little heads are just hard to do that to because of the
Mm-hmm.
issues of them not being still. So my hat go off to barbers that cut kids. I just can't stomach that no more. It's got too
Yeah, Nene
old.
said not with the white hard shoes. Yeah, right, Nene. Those
Yeah,
things
I
are
got
so.
yeah, I got the life kicked out of me.
But we're not going to get into what you do yet. But just a small example: if someone came to you and they said they wanted like a fade, but they didn't have enough hair, what would you suggest to them? Like, say, hey, maybe a different style, or would you try to give them what they're asking for?
Well, when you talk about a fade is one of the easiest haircuts to make a transition with long hair or barely having any hair. So I
Mm-hmm.
would let them know by asking them, could they show me a picture of what they want? So if they
Okay.
show me a picture, most now in today's time, we don't need that old barber board on the wall no more
I
because
was
we
gonna
got the
say that's
cell
my
phone.
favorite thing. The numbers. Which one do you want? Pick a number.
Right. Now, guys come to the chair with pictures that they of a cut they want in their phone. So I let them know what can we do around that haircut if we can get it or get close to it. I pretty much satisfy the client through my I guess my wisdom and my knowledge of hair to let them know what's good for them. And they'll
Okay.
normally listen to me because the client didn't always know what he want.
Mm-hmm.
They
Okay.
want you to do some magic.
So if a client came to you and you cut their hair with what you thought they wanted, and it wasn't what they wanted, would you give them their money back, or what would you do in that instance of it? I don't like this. This is not right. What would you do?
Well, I'm a type of guy. I'm not hard to deal with. I normally, if I do the cut and it's not what they wanted, but the cut still look good, I let them know. Listen, I put a lot of work in this haircut, and I'm not, going to make you pay for something that you are not satisfied with. So this cut is on me. It's free. And normally,
Mm-hmm.
know what happens? They still pay you.
Okay.
It's just, for now, I can understand a client wanting a haircut and you mess the haircut totally up. But sometimes the haircut that they want and the haircut that you put on is sometimes better than what they want. I have had situations like that, like, wow, I like this better. And it gives them the opportunity to know that they can create their own style versus a style that someone else has and have a signature of their own versus someone else's. So I have had situations like that guys like the haircut better, the outcome better versus what they wanted. Once
Okay.
again, like I said, a client didn't always know what he want in contrast to his head shape, to his hair,
Mm-hmm.
the texture of his hair. There's a lot of different elements that has to play in that client wanting the haircut that he or she wants. And you have to let
Okay.
them know that when you explain to them about the outcome.
Okay. Now, I want you to be honest with me. Brothers, fathers, men in my life went to a barber. I'm gonna be there for an hour, and they're not there for an hour. They're there for longer. Have you ever overbooked yourself?
I used to. I used to overbook. But what happens now, and a lot of barbers probably don't talk about this, but due to the fact that clients will book an appointment for a haircut, but they're really in that essence, it takes sometimes longer than what's anticipated because the client will want a little more. He might have different things going on with his beard or with his haircut. You might have to do more adjustments, more implications of enhancements because sometimes an enhancement may come on the fly. You might tell a client, look, you have hair here that's missing, or this area
Mm-hmm.
transition is lower than that area. So what you ask them what do they want to do or what would they want to do, and it's things like that that may take your time over. So I would tell a barber to schedule a haircut really at a rate and a time that will match the type of money he wants at the end of the day. Because if you cutting 15 minutes ahead, you're actually working yourself hard and you still implementing all this stuff, and as well taking more time, maybe 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. It actually at the end of the day will add up to 3 or 4 hours being behind on time because of you trying to get every head in versus being profitable and using quality on maybe 45 minutes ahead or 40 minutes ahead will give you time to do everything that you need to do. So that's how that can easily happen. It's no secret that normally happens for a barber that doesn't really use a. Number one, I recommend a booking app. A booking app takes your time and manages your time well, so you can use your booking app to defeat all that. Now, if you want to get some extra heads in, just start an hour early or stay an hour later, and let those clients know that that's open. And if so, they have to pay an extra fee, to come early or to stay later.
Right. Now we're going to get into the business part of it, meaning your coin and all that. So if it's something you don't want to answer, just say you decline the answer. And I did see a question in the chat. I will ask him that in a minute. So for the business part, for your barbers that's in your shop, you said you have 2. How does someone come to you and want to work in your shop? So do they have to buy the chair and then they pay you, or do they pay you per week? How does that work with barbers?
Well, I deal with different barbers on their skill set, on the level of their knowledge of on their skill set. So with that being said, if you're a new barber, you coming in fresh out of barber school, I'll start with you different. I can start one or two ways, with a commission or with a blueprint. So it's either or is your choice, but the ultimate goal is to get you up to a blueprint of $250 a week. That's the ultimate goal, to get you ramped up to as far as blueprint. But as far as a new barber, I love young barbers and new barbers because they seem to come in hungry and wanted to know more about just being around the networking and the movement of great guys, and as well as great clients. Being around that atmosphere for a new barber is great, phenomenal. But the one thing that I've seen that young barbers do, even older barbers, they give up. An older barber come to the barber shop as a barber, want to learn how to cut, but he has bills and all different type of debt accumulated. So the commission or the booth rent doesn't work for him because he wants everything in one night. But the young barber, they don't have as many bills or as many responsibilities. So it's good to train them and to ramp them up and even teach them different skill sets. But other than that, that's pretty much how I like to deal with barbers from that standpoint of I like younger barbers. And my sons,
so are they considered
are young
I'm sorry,
barbers.
are they considered a 1099 employee, or are they your employee? Are they independent contractors or employees?
They're independent contractors.
Okay. So what made you want to invest in yourself to start? Hey, I have 2 barbershops. I'm an owner. I'm a business, a small business owner. What made you want to do that? Was it anything significant in your life that happened?
Well, there was a pivotal moment in my life that happened. In 1994, I worked for a guy by the name of Anderson Carroll. He had a 5-chair barbershop, great barbershop right next door to Alabama A&M University. In-house clientele, couldn't ask for no more. But Anderson passed away in 1994, and during his passing, my dad had just retired from where he worked, and he had a nice a nest egg accumulated, and he stepped in and told all of us that he'll, take up the slack and keep the barbershop going for us. So my dad told me, you can run the barbershop, son, and I run the restaurant. He had a restaurant, and I had a barbershop. And the name of it during that time was Mike and Bill's Barbershop and
Uh,
Fishery. So he ran his business and I ran mine. It was two businesses that was next door to each other. So
awesome.
from there, I grew, and I actually owned in my lifetime. I've owned 4 barbershops. I own
Awesome.
4 barbershops.
Great. That's great.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I
Then you
sold
may
2
not
other
want to
shops.
answer. Okay. 4. That's awesome.
hmm
Okay, so you might not want to answer this question, and it's okay. Have you ever cut a deceased person's hair? Maybe if someone that used to be your client and they passed away and their family members were like, hey, could you cut their hair to make them look more like their self?
I have 2 stories about that.
Okay, go right ahead. We
I
want to
have a
know.
tragic
Tell us.
story and I have a good story.
Mhm. Okay.
What you want, the bad first or the good first?
Whatever you want to do, you start.
Okay, I give the tragic news first. There was a client of mine, great client. He came every week for a haircut, and he had sandy brown hair. And I was asked from his family, could I cut his hair? Could I give him his last haircut? So I went to the funeral home, and the funeral director told me, whatever you do, please don't be harsh on his skin because it can break easy. So be very careful. So he actually was my first deceased client to cut. So man, I hate to tell this story.
Okay, if you don't want to, I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
No, I'm gonna tell. I sprayed his hair jet black and faded him up, and he didn't even look like who. They thought he was somebody else.
Oh
His family
wow.
came and seen him. They didn't know who he was. When the crazy thing about it, the woman or his wife went in there, and I heard her holler. Oh, she said, "Oh my God!" Out.
Oh, you're
Oh
freezing.
my, yeah. She
Mhm.
said, "Oh my God," and I knew that was bad news because I said at
Oh
the end,
no.
I had him looking like a Mexican, and he was black.
It's not funny, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, he was totally different. I didn't know what to say. I quietly grabbed my stuff and left the building.
Oh
And
no.
yeah, they didn't speak to me for a while behind that. But I admit
Oh no.
to you asked me about my shortcomings. You asked me about it, so I'm telling you the bad and the good.
Okay.
But there was a gentleman that came to me for me to cut his uncle's hair, and they gave me a picture of what he looked like. They gave me a variety of pictures, and what I did was I did a hair unit on it, and I did the picture exactly like he was when he was in his late. He passed away in his 60s, but I did a picture that looked exactly like him in his 50s. That picture and him looked identical, and the family was
Wow.
ecstatic. They loved it. And
Aw.
I, you
See,
know,
something David.
yeah, yeah, that was terrible. So I advise anybody that's going to do a hair unit, I mean, a deceased person, they tell you don't use no clippers. Make it, the choice is yours. Don't do
It's
like I
not
did.
funny, but I know. I know.
Don't do like don't do like I did. I sprayed his hair black, black hairline and everything. He was just
Oh
like he was
no.
totally different, like Rico instead of Bobby.
So
But it looked good. The cut looked good.
that's good. That's good. So have you ever cut someone's hair that had ringworm or a keloid? So a keloid, you know, for Black people, some of us, not all, when you cut us, we tend to get keloids. So are you more cautious when you're cutting people's hair that have keloids, or maybe that have ringworm? Because I've seen that too in some men. They have the ringworm. Is that from them not keeping their hair clean, right?
Well, fortunately, I've cut enough to know, and the level of clients that I have are at a certain age to where they have great insurance, health insurance, or they have a dermatologist, or they may already know what's going on with their skin. So I don't really have that problem, but I have in the past growing up, I've seen that, and I know that most, if I recognize ringworm, I let the client know, and I tell that parent, because normally it's kids that have that ringworm issue.
Right.
Uh, Black walnut extract is great for ringworm. Take it topically or internally, well, topically and internally to help get it out your system, and topically to help fight the disorder on your scalp. So
Okay.
that works well. But as far as the keloids normally are in the nape area or your neckline area,
Mm-hmm.
or you have some
Right.
guys that might have it under the neck. So they'll pretty much tell you what they have as far as keloids before you even cut them. And normally I don't really cut around uh, with the keloids. Like I said, my clients tend to be health cautious, and they already have that kind of stuff under control. So that issue I don't have anymore.
Okay. So I have another two-part
And
question.
plus, it's always good to
What are
stay
the
top
Mhm.
skin line.
What are the normal price ranges for a haircut? And the longer the hair, the more it costs, or not necessarily?
Repeat that again.
Okay. So it's a two-part. What are the standard prices for a haircut? And if the hair is longer, does it cost more to cut it?
No, a standard price for a haircut is $30.
Okay.
And if you include a beard trim, it raises up $5 to $10. If you include a razor edge, it raises up $5. So a basic haircut and beard trim can range from $30 to $40.
Okay. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. So now we're going to get into actually what he does at his barbershop. So I'm going to give you my perspective of it, and then I'm going to have him tell us what it is. So on your YouTube page, and we're going to also ask you what made you do YouTube. But first, you do hair weaves for men, or man weaves. Maybe it's another name. So give us a little bit about what a man weave is and why some men may want that.
Great question. You have a lot of guys this day and time that have the option to do what they want to with their hair, regardless of what people say or think. Because if you look on your dollar bills, each one of those presidents or uh, officials had hair pieces, and as well as some of the delegates in Europe, as you see today, when they have, um, I guess, government affairs, a big of government official business. Some of those guys, like judicial guys, they still wear the hair pieces, and that's been something that's been in play since even the early Egyptian days. Nowadays, this gives the client an opportunity to have that look or that haircut that he so desires. You know, that's what he desires or she desires. Because one of the worst things a person can have is low self-esteem. Esteem is everything. I don't care what people say. People can give you their opinions of what they think about who wears what or what they don't wear. It's what you want. Because if you're able to get the look that you want, why not? It's
Mm-hmm.
an open opportunity for you to do something that you've never done. It gives you the opportunity to have the look that you never had, and it also is a steam booster. So I definitely like seeing the transition from a person coming from 0 to 100. That's one of the greatest things to see, a person's esteem just lift up in 30 seconds. I love it.
Awesome. So I have one more question, and I did see 2 questions in the chat. I will go back to that in a minute. Thank you all for being here. Please share us out. So this is my next question. What makes you the best at what you do? Or do you think you're the best at what you do?
Well, I tell you what, I think I'm pretty damn good. And sorry for being belligerent, but I think I'm pretty damn good
No,
because
that's right.
I got so many years of experience, and as well, I take my craft serious. I don't stop on a challenge until I learn it, and once I learn it, I stay on it and critique it until I am able to see results. Then once I see results, the sky's the limit. I love throwing my business out there on social media markets just to see what type of response I get. And the response that I've been getting in just my overall quest in barbering, it's been tremendous. It's been overwhelming. So with that by itself is a esteem booster for me. Is to keep going and keep transforming lives. Have I made any mistakes? Better believe it, I have. Have I had mad clients or upset clients? You better believe I have. I have. Have I had clients who are happy with my work? Oh, yes, I have. So don't think that everything is always all good, because you have to take those losses and those mistakes and use them as stepping stones to get to where you want to be. That's not an easy thing. Once a person gets to a point where he wants to get to another level, that means TD Jake said new levels, new devils. So you're
Right.
definitely going to have some obstacles that are going to come your way. But these obstacles are nothing but an obstacle course for your greatness. So keep pushing and pursuing, no matter what mistakes you make, no matter what downfalls in your personal life, no matter what downfalls in your business. You just keep pushing, because one day you're gonna push through, and you're gonna
That's
say
right.
to yourself, I'm here, and keep pushing.
The next question is, what made you start a YouTube channel? Now, while you're doing that, I'm going to bring up your YouTube channel so people can see what it looks like.
Great question. I actually started my YouTube channel in August of 2009, and the reason I started my YouTube channel is because that was the one outlet that barbers were able to put their work out there to display their talent, or even to display their personal side. So I used it, and I started having fun with it, and it became just something fun to do. And during the meanwhile, I people started reaching out to me from different states, different countries, and it was just amazing to me to have that realm of attention from around the world without writing letters or without paying all this money for television ads or your local TV. This was totally something new, and it was amazing, and it paid off because right now I'm receiving a income from YouTube. It's not much, but it's an income, and it's it's just who wouldn't want to make an income while they sleep by just
That's
posting
right.
videos. That's that's one of the things that that's one of the things that amazed me with your business and your craft. If you're good at it and you
That's
own
right.
it, why not promote it through YouTube or social media outlets? This is something definitely good for you to grow from
Yeah.
and to get known, and as well, people reach out to you.
That's right.
So as you see, I brought up my page. I have a variety of hair units uh,
Yes.
on my page, and these are clients that I have to this day that
Yes.
reach out to me all the time.
And
And,
guys,
and YouTube will get you
please
clients.
go check out his YouTube page. He has over 25,000 followers. He has some great content, as you see I have up here. go and view the videos, leave a comment, and let them know your thoughts on it, because that is how we all, get through this YouTube game. So yes, please. It's also pinned in the comments. So I'm going to bring you back up to the screen. And now we have some questions from the chat. Again, thank you all for being here, guys. I appreciate you. If I missed you coming in, hello, I apologize. I hope my mods are welcoming you in. So we have a question from You Can Talk Your Way to Healthier Relationships. She is awesome. She says, has the pandemic changed anything about how you run your business?
Yes, it has. One thing that you really have to take more attention of is sanitation and sterilization, and being prepared by wearing masks and providing masks to those who want them. And what I do normally, if I'm cutting your hair, you as a client, I first thing I do is give you hand sanitation, let you sanitize your hand, and I already have my mask on, so I sanitize myself in front of you, and I give you the choice: do you want to wear your mask or do you want to take it off? And normally, guys take their mask off, and I wear my mask, and I normally talk to them from behind them, or when I'm at them, looking at them face to face, I'm at a nice little distance.
We lost him. He'll be right back, guys. Give us a minute. Give us a minute. But thank you guys in the chat for being here. I see You Can Talk, House of X. McCray Kings, your question is next. So let me see if he's gonna come back up. Just give us a few seconds. Hey, Edna's World, how are you? Oh, there he is. Hold on. There you go. I know sometimes it kicks you out, Mike. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
And,
I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
The way I've been working from the pandemic is to stay masked up and sanitized and sterilized at every moment. So there's no way around it. If you want your hair cut, you gotta be face to face or side by side with a barber or a stylist. It's just the way it is, and we're permitted to do that. So we just follow all safety precautions. So it's different, but it's
and on that same question, do you know anyone of your clients, or maybe your the people that work, your barbers, have any of them have been affected by COVID?
Actually, no.
Oh, thank
No,
goodness.
they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing. We may have to tell people to turn around if they don't have a mask on. So that we have that every now and again.
Okay. You Can Talk also says
So
she
other
loves
than that,
barber. He uses a booking app and it's great. Okay. So the McCray Kings asked, can you ask him how I can make money because I do men's units, or basically how I can get started sharing that, even if I do it. I think that's what he meant.
so what he's asking me, how can he make
Can you
more
see
money doing hair units?
It says, can you ask him how can I make money because I do men's unit? I think that's what he's saying. Or basically, how can I get started sharing that even though I do it already?
Okay. The question he's asking, how can he make money? Here's what the first thing that you need to do. First of all, don't think about the money. The money is going to come if you're good. Remember, the money is going to come if you're good. So make yourself better at doing hair units. And once you're good, advertise, promote on Instagram, post your before and after pictures on Instagram. Ask that client, can you post pictures of their haircut? Now, in doing that, you tell that client that you can give them a discount if you let them to do that. Now you make your client aware of that, post your videos, go to YouTube, get your YouTube page, and make your small video showing that you do hair units. It's simple as pie. Once you do that, put your social media information, attach it to your YouTube page, attach it to your Instagram page, and build your Instagram page and build your YouTube page. Now I'm gonna tell you, if you're not a people person, you're not gonna get any leads unless you have followers. So create followers Download a few apps. One, if you have an iPhone or if you have a regular Android, there's an app called Tag-O-Matic. Tag-O-Matic is an app that you can use that will help you get followers by. You type in a hashtag, and what Tag-O-Matic will do is give you 30 names pertaining to your hashtag. And that's 30 different letters or words or hashtags that'll get you noticed. And as well, you learn how to use what hashtags for your picture. Man weave is a good hashtag. Explore is a good hashtag to use. And once you're on YouTube, use tag words. Tag words are very important.
They are.
Use your tag words.
Yes, they are. Thank you. So guys, please go and connect with 10Stackss, aka Mike Sales. He's on YouTube. His link is pinned to the comment on this live stream. We're gonna keep going. So Panama City said, I had to style someone's hair who was deceased. And Nene was laughing. She said, you changed the color. Yes.
I changed.
Yes. Let me see. Any more questions? Hey, Columbus family. Hello. Welcome in. And again, guys, there's the link. Let me see. I'm looking for some questions. Yes, guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I certainly do appreciate you. Okay, the McCray King says, I do my own man weaves. I taught myself by watching videos here on YouTube. Awesome. Thank you. That is awesome.
That's good.
Yeah. Nene said she thinks
she said what?
She thinks you're the best.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
The McCray King said, I have mastered the technique of doing man weaves. I also do facial hair, such as beards. Okay, let's talk about this beard. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay. So in Philadelphia, a lot of the guys have the beards like you have. Some of them are not real. Spray painted on. What do you think about what do you think about those?
Well, Philly, I must say, I must say this about Philly. Philly has put their mark in the world with the beard game. Those guys, I take my hat off to them. There are some great barbers from Philly, and they even have their own distinct look, and you know where the cut is from. You know the cut is from Philly or Connecticut or somewhere in that area. Those
New
cuts
York.
that they have are those cuts that they have are very distinct. You know where it's from, East Coast, West Coast, or the South. But Philly by itself has a very distinct way that they do beards.
Yeah, they usually do the spray, but don't they have beards as a unit? As the same as
Philly. Now, when you say spray can't produce volume. Volume is where you could distinct a good beard. Now they do have color. Now they color beards. Now some color artists are not as good as others, but you pretty much like Fahim Alexander from Philly, one of the greatest beard technologists I have ever seen. And I call him a beard technologist because he is one of the main barbers. I would say the #1 barber and Smash the Legend who has captivated and kind of put the blueprint on those big beards. Those guys do great work.
Okay.
Great barbers.
House of X Entertainment says, Mike, you do great work. He must have went over to your page. Thanks, House of X.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nene said, keep doing your thing, Mike. I'm so proud of you.
I sure will. I don't claim to be the best, but I'm up there somewhere.
Hey, Brown Girl Bella. Thank you for stepping in, sis. Hey, Tanisha Armstrong. How are you? Brown Girl Bella says she shared us on Twitter. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. I'm going down, guys, to see if any more questions. The McCray King says, what is the average cost of a man unit?
Okay. You have a variety, great questions. You have a variety of hair units that guys can get. And all those varieties depend on number one or number two. Number one being you want a short temporary or a longer temporary. Now, the longer temporary is more of a long-term unit, which is 3 to 6 months, and a short-term unit is from 3 to 4 weeks or 3 to 6 weeks. Those short-term units, pretty much the way that you keep those units maintained is that the client has to come every week and get a haircut from you so you can keep the maintenance up. So that's a little different. Now, the 6 month unit, that barber can go to any barber and keep his hair maintained through basic hair cutting. Now, there's some things that the client or the person with the unit is going to have to let that barber know so he or she won't mess up any vital hair that's needed to help through the adjustment of the hair unit. Because the longer the hair hangs down from the side, the better it can be maintained. But once you start cutting on that hair that's hanging over, you can pretty much damage the lifespan of that unit. And even you'll start getting more into adding enhancements such as extra hair, um, and those little items can be costly and as well as undesirable, for that client because you have to walk around kind of jacked up until you get to your barber
So you said
or
six
get to a
months.
person
Are
like.
they washing it that whole time? Are they washing it as they wash their regular hair?
So here's what I tell my clients: for the 3 to 6 month unit clients, every month you come to me, I shampoo, I clean the unit, clean the
Okay.
scalp conditioner unit, and I place it back on.
Oh,
So I keep
okay.
I keep it
That's good
maintained
to
that way.
know.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay.
yeah, so they can keep the same unit and reuse it.
Wow. Now do
That's
you do
what
like dreadlocks or anything in your shop?
I do. I have dread units that I do.
Oh, really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
I,
Nene said, "Hey, women do all types of hair fixing, so men got options too." Yes. The McCray King says, "For the beards, I use hair, not the spray or Beijing." What's Beijing?
it's really the technical term for it is vegan hair color. A lot of
Mhm.
brothers refer to it as Beijing, but vegan is hair color is one of the strongest hair colors out there for. Well, I wouldn't say strong is one of the popular hair colors out there for men, younger men. And what it does, it actually covers. It is when applicated, it dyes the scalp too. So it helps create that illusion of the background being dark. Where the hair is light at,
Mhm.
the vegan will color their skin to help create the enhancement or the transition of having a beard. Say for instance, if you see a brother with a cowlicks in his head, he can get a
Mhm.
Beijing or vegan, and the vegan will color the cowlicks in, and it'll all look even out if done right.
Okay. While we're on that, there's one thing that I hate, and that is that braided little beard that hang right there. I can't stand that. I want to just snatch it off. Why? Why? And then I see some guys with a bead, like a hair bead. Why? Why is that necessary?
But of course, those guys that get if you notice, those guys get that normally wear sandals or sliders all the time too.
Not sandals.
Yeah, so am I right?
I guess I don't know. I'm just like I don't
Or,
understand what that little piece of hair is. Why?
or, or some kind of bonnet on their head. I, I would call the bonnet the protector, the I guess the protector dreads or whatever. Those are
Oh,
different guys. They're more
yeah,
culturistic.
yeah, like
Yeah,
Rastafarians. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
That,
that hood
those
girl
guys.
says, "Looking over your work, you really do a nice job. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, sis. Yes, guys, check out his channel. It is awesome." The McCray King said they can do a full beard. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, They also wanted to know if they can send you pictures of their work. That's the McCray Kings.
Sure. My social media, as you look, is 10Stackss on Instagram. 10STACKSS. 10Stackss, two S's at the end.
So the McCray Kings, he said yes. His link is also pinned to the comment of here for his YouTube channel, and then on Instagram it is the same. This is a wonderful service, says Brown Girl Bella. Thank you, Bella. Yes, it is. It is amazing. So the reason I wanted to do this is because you know, just like women, when you know you have hair loss, you know, for women it's our crown, it's our beauty. When we lose our hair, we get insecure. It is the same for men. You know, when they start losing their hair, I'm quite sure they have that insecurity. Not every man wants to be bald, even though women love a bald head, but not every man wants that. So, okay. Well, anyway, I didn't know. Now, have you ever worn a unit?
I have.
You really?
Great question. I have.
Okay.
I done my own unit. My son did one of my units, but I haven't worn them in a while because it's too much. I have too much going on to keep it up. I even have too much going on to install it myself. Every moment I get away from the barber shop is a moment for me to have downtime. So
Okay.
I try to take it easy on that. And before the pandemic, I was working in Atlanta 3 days out the week, and had a great clientele base I was building there. And due to the pandemic, there now is a shortage on the weaves, on the lace units, polyurethane units.
Yep.
There's a shortage on them, and China right now is selling some bull crap. So I'll ask anybody if they're ordering any hair from China, be very careful.
Careful, yeah, always wash it. So I have a two-part question. How long does the unit take? And the glue that you're putting on, is that water-based? Is it water soluble?
Yeah, the adhesive that I use is got to be glued. Not got to be glued. I'm sorry. It's you heard of a group called the Hair Diagram, Tamika Gibson. The name of
Okay.
her product. The name of her product is, hold on. Oh, what's the name of her product? I got a brain freeze. But
That's okay.
I'm gonna tell you this. I get to it. I get to that. But the process consists of the unit coming in, applying it. You know, not applying it, but getting a scalp protector, protecting the scalp, and the scalp protector acts as an extra layer of skin before you put the adhesive on. And the adhesive that I use is called Bold Hold.
Bold Hold. Yes, yes.
It's a black product. A lady by the name of Tamika Gibson. She's here in my city. That's her product. And I live by it. And I stand on her product. Great product. So I use her product because I always want to spin black. So I use that product.
Yes.
Thank you. And our product takes 2 to 3 minutes to tack up. And from there, I apply the unit. And I begin my adjusting and my cutting and eventually getting to the ultimate end look that the clients ask for.
Okay.
So with that being said, the time frame to do all of that is about 2.5 hours.
Okay. All right. All right. McCray King said they do mostly dreadlocks. Hey, Trap Vision, that is my brother. What's up? Thank you for stopping in. My son and nephew uses Beijing, said the hood girl. She said her sons and nephew are barbers also. So guys, please check out 10Stackss link. It is in the top and it's pinned to the description of this video. So I want you guys to make sure you're going over there. Not Sandal Slot is right. I do braided beards too. Okay. Hey, Carver fam. Hi.
I can understand it. I can't understand you at all.
Yeah, you're freezing on my end. Yeah, you have froze for a second. I can't wait to watch some of your videos.
Yeah, your voice sounds like a robot for about
Uh-oh.
20 seconds.
Okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yes, rock that ball, D.
Rock the ball. I'll rock.
Bella. A ball head. Yes, indeed.
I'm
Nothing
rocking
wrong
the ball.
with hair without hair. Okay.
I'm rocking the
Let's
ball
see.
for you.
Eat to Live Strong said, nice channel, amazing work. I am so glad to have your information. I will bring my nephews to your channel. Yes, guys, let's go and, support each other. This YouTube thing is a grind. It doesn't matter if you're a larger YouTuber or a smaller YouTuber. We have great connections. And I'm also going to talk to him just a bit, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here in about another 20, 25 minutes. I'm about getting my beard braided and get my Walmart slide-ins for the summer. Shut up, Trap. Hey, NutriFood and Lifestyle, welcome in. How are you? Thank you for being here. Hot Boy Summer said Trap Vision. Hey, Fish Snatcher. Hello, another awesome channel. The McCray King said, I had a clientele, but when COVID-19 hit, I lost everything. Yeah, COVID, has affected a lot of us. But we can't give up as business owners. We have to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Eat to Live Strong wants to know, where exactly are you located? I know you asked that before, but she may not have been in the chat. Could you answer that?
I'm located in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm 2 hours from Nashville, Tennessee, 3 hours from Atlanta. So I'm sort of centrally located within the East Coast, the tri-state area, Alabama, Tennessee, and Georgia.
Okay. McCray King said, do you use Ghost Bond?
No, I use Bold Hold.
Both of them. Fish Snatcher said, ball gang, no shame. Okay.
That's right.
Okay, Fish Snatcher. Hi, boy mom goals. How are you? You have a boy, so you have questions about a barber. You are more than welcome to ask while you are here. I've been asked to do classes, but that's a lot of work. So have you been asked to do classes?
Yeah, I do quite a few classes. Well, I've done quite a few classes in my career as a whole, especially since 2017. Got a funny story. In 2017, you ever heard the terminology "fake it till you make it"? Well, I
Yes.
definitely did that. I found a way to make clients look like they had hair. So what I did, I used a heavy spritz on the client, and I had their own hair. I chopped their hair up real fine, and I placed the hair in their light spots. And I hit it with the spritz, and I started taking pictures of it before and after. And that's when the units first hit. So I said, I got to just get this clientele base, and I got to have this image, and I got to let them know that I do it too. So with that being said, I got called from a group of people out of what is it? Omaha. It was Omaha, Nebraska. Some guys wanted me to, no, I'm sorry, Des Moines, Iowa. I did a class in Des Moines, Iowa. There's a guy that called me, asked me to do a class with him in Des Moines. He does units too, but he didn't know, I really didn't know how to do them. But I knew how to make it look like it, make everything look right. So we got to Des Moines. They paid for my airfare. They paid for half of my fee up front, and I got there. And I got there. I watched the guy do the units as we had the class. I watched him. I was in class too. So I learned his way, and I was like, perfect. So I implemented to them the way that I did it, and being that it was just so fresh and brand new, that that was just as good. But it was actually, that's more so like a 2 to 3 week process for the hair, but it worked. Got paid from then. That point on, it was all up. It was all up from there. I went and took a class from there in Dallas, Texas, by a guy by the name of what's his name? He doesn't. I don't see him much no more on Instagram. But I went to Dallas, Texas, and took a class, and I learned the wave unit. learned how to do the wave unit, got good at it, and kept learning more. And I met barbers along the way. And there's a barber in New York. His name is Sneed the Great. We would chop it up back and forth about hair units, and he was teaching me some things that he knew, and I was teaching him some things that I knew. And as time proceeded, ultimately, my game got sharper and I got better, and I started meeting more guys who do the same thing that I do. And from time to time, we'll call each other and just get nuggets from one another on different techniques or different situations that may occur while doing a unit, or even dealing with uh, questions on maintenance from a client.
Hmm.
Sometimes you have to talk to other barbers just to get their perspective on things. When it comes to pricing, because you got to
Hmm.
learn how to price those services because they're costly, and there's nothing like getting a call in the middle of the night, somebody telling you, "Hey man, my unit came off." That's the worst call to get.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah. Have you thought about
But it's
starting your own units, like being your own brand, like making them?
well, the one thing that we don't have is the tools and equipment that North
Mm,
Korea has. Those guys in North Korea makes the units. And from what I heard, there's like 10 women, 10 to 20 women, old women that works in these factories. They
yeah,
just have a
I
certain
can see
amount of
that.
these women that does some particular work within the factory, but the factory has the machines and all the manufacturing, but there are 10 women that does something particular to make the hair look wavy like we use it today.
Hmm.
So, and they use a certain machine. I don't know I've been shown different sewing machines, different adjustments to sewing machines to use, but I hadn't seen what really it is that they use to make the units. If I knew, I'd definitely be on it. But I don't know what it would take to really get that knowledge or that information, because of course the agents they have a lockdown on the hair industry,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so we yes, so I guess marry an Asian woman.
Have your are all of the hair units human, or are some of them synthetic blend?
They're both synthetic blend,
Oh, mhm.
synthetic and human blend, and human and synthetic as well.
Okay. Each Live Strong said handsome look with the clean scalp. And Nene said Huntsville in the house, her hometown. Okay. Hood Girl says, my son, during the deadliest and highest of COVID, my son started cutting from the apartment balcony. Oh my goodness. Wow. Mike, did you do the fake it till you make it and look at you now? All right. Yes.
Thank you.
Uh, Hood Girl says, keep learning as a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Yes, it is.
That's right.
Yes, it is. I'm going to see if there's any more questions. You never know. You could be making your own, right? That's what I was just saying, Nene. Hey, the Smiths Hustle. What's up? Let me tell you guys, a lot of us in this chat have something unique to us that can help someone else. So with the Smiths Hustle, they do Section 8 housing and how you can like maybe start your own business of becoming a landlord. And my guest, he does the hair units. Then we have other people. So reach out to each other in the stream, guys. You never know what someone could have that may help you. Um, do you guys have any more questions for our guests? We have about another 15 minutes. So, Mike, is there anything that you want to tell us about you, your YouTube page, maybe how they can reach out to you on Instagram? Do you do master classes or anything? Let us know a little bit more about you.
Yeah, anyone that wants to learn how to do hair units or actually take a class, I offer a Zoom class as well. So if you want to learn, we can give Zoom classes. Along with that comes a packet, and the packet entails of just the do's, the don'ts, um, information on insurance and how to apply for your NPI number in doing insurance, and as well as um, teaching you the techniques that I know and the techniques that I currently use in my hair system. Um, and as far as reaching out to me, like I said, you can go to Instagram and my social media information. My name is Penn. You can Google that name, or you can just type it in YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all social media outlets. And as far as to get started, if you're a barber, just do it. Just do it. Take the initiative to hit me up, and we could set up an appointment and get you started on your class. So Zoom classes are safe. Uh, you still have the option to ask questions. Even looking at techniques, I go over the technique. If you don't understand or if you missed it, I go back over it. But definitely, it's a course that will take your business to a whole new level, because it's taking mine to new levels.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get a lot of $30 to $40 haircuts like I used to. I get 150 to $300 to $500 and $600
Them
haircuts now,
coins, yes.
and you don't have to do as much. I remember the first week I made real good. It was amazing to me. One day I had just 3 clients, and all 3 of those clients paid me 500 apiece.
Wow.
So from that week, I had 2 or 3 more intertwined in that week. $200-300 clients, $500 clients, $200 clients. I made the biggest week in my first. That first week exploded me, but it's easily to make what you want to make in this business.
Mm-hmm.
Be your own boss.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boss up.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I just have one more question for you. If guys keep asking your questions, I'm still looking. So, as a small business owner, what tip can you give to someone that wants to start a business? Like some of the steps they should take. I know it's like a masterclass, but like give them some tips on like EIN numbers. You know, a banker, a lawyer. Like, what are some little things you can tell them that they can do, like as of today, to start on that road to becoming a barber? Maybe they want to own a barbershop or a restaurant or a business of some kind.
Well, first of all, write down your plan. Write down what type of business you want. From there, write down how many chairs you want. If you want a barbershop, how many chairs you want in your business. Uh, from there, start reaching out to the different companies that sell what you're looking for: chairs, beauty or barber equipment. Call your local or your state government to see about obtaining an LLC. Uh, from there, take your business. Um, you can create different businesses while under your business, and as well. That's a whole nother story, but LLC your business, and from find places that do renters insurance, get you some good renters insurance, and as
Mhm.
well figure out if you want to do commission or you want to do booth rent, and get on a social media platform and introduce yourself to your local area or who you are and what you do, and as well do some fun things on social media to create a following. From there, you start promoting your business. Find a young person, maybe a collegiate student that can, maybe in broadcasting, that can teach you more about advertising and promoting your business. If you can't do it, find, like I said, find someone that can do it. And the best thing to do is go on Facebook and always ask questions. Facebook seems to always give you answers of things that you might need, because everybody got nieces and nephews and uncles and brothers and sisters that know how to do something. So ask those questions
Mhm.
about who are the good people. Find your good accountant. Uh, and if you are a barber, post your work. If you're not a barber, you just want to get into the business, you you go to some of these barber colleges and seek after some of the best barbers that are getting ready to graduate, and give them the work. Give them some type of um, the new barbers starting out. Give them some type of incentive to work for you, and just take it from there. And know that you got to have at least have about, I would say this, have about $10,000 that you know that can just go up in the air. You when I say up in the air, know that you have a budget of $10,000 for advertising, for incidentals, um, for promotions. Just be ready from that standpoint. But in
That's
the
right.
end,
Anything is possible.
if in the end, if you're persistent and consistent, that'll pay off. And as well, go to your local and state government to get your privilege license, which is your business license, and get your state license, and you have a business.
That's right. Everybody's saying great tips. So guys, I want to just show you his page again. If you look on the screen, he has some great videos. DJ Khalid, he's showing you the pieces where he's doing the units. I seen a woman here. Okay, so look at all of these, how to make money, how to make big money as a barber doing a man weave. He has never seen before how to do the 720 man weave. Hit him up. He has his number there. Look at this work, guys. Look at the young boy. Look at the young man. This is awesome. Look here. Wow. Before and after. He looks like a whole different person. He almost looked like the 2 Live Crew. Luke right there. Look at his work, guys. He has amazing, amazing work. Okay. So go.
Can you play one of the videos?
Sure. Which one?
Scroll down. It's let me see what it says.
Down. Back
not
to the
down.
top.
Go back.
Back up.
Go back. Yeah, it's the one with me with the afro.
Oh, hold on. This one?
In the middle section.
Right here? Belly, the bootleg barber?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you even have to get into doing jokes sometimes, making fun in your business.
Okay, hold on. Let me put the sound on it.
All right. This is after the movie Belly.
Okay, guys, it's coming up. It's 38 seconds. Let me like it. Oh, I gotta sign it.
That's one of my barbers. Look at the card in the video, y'all. That's me. And what it is, the bootleg barber opened up a little spot next door to the barber shop, and he started taking our clients. Because he was getting to the new barber. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He started taking our clients by taking a new barber who just learned, just fresh out of barber school. The bootleg barber had her riding with him, and it's just a funny story I just made up, put together.
That was awesome. So, amazing transformations. You're definitely changing lives, says the Smith Hustle. Yes, yes. Hold on. Let me take this down. Let me remove that. Stop screen. Teresa says, man weave are amazing. Yes. Nene said, why are you looking like the guy from the movie Belly?
Looking like who?
Mike from Belly.
I look like Mike from Belly.
Yeah, the movie called Belly.
Yeah, she said I look like Mike.
Yeah, in the clip.
I didn't know the guy's name in the movie.
You can talk to wow, that's amazing. They're laughing, saying funny. Love to joke in high school.
Right.
So guys, again, it is 2:30 and I thank you all for being here. Please connect with him, leave him some comments. You can reach him on YouTube. You can reach him on Instagram. His number is there. And Nene, thank you so much for the hookup, sis. I appreciate you. And Mike Sales, aka 10Stackss, guys, is here. Go check them out. I'm telling you, awesome, awesome work. If you're trying to start a business, go hit him up. He's doing a Zoom class. Get these nuggets, guys. You know, we all want to get that information that can help us take that next step. And you guys know your cheerleader right here, your girl, is always about helping somebody to thrive and to grow and to, you know, get them coins, you know. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your book? You want to save that for another time?
Tell you a little bit. Say it again.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the book, or you want to tell us another time?
One more time, because you sound like a robot.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your book, or you want to wait?
Oh no, I'll tell you more. I'll tell you about it. I'm actually writing a book. There are actually two books that I'm starting on. One is how to do, well, the name of the book, the topic of it is creative. I'm not going to tell you that, but I'm putting a book together on a manual on how to do hair units. But it's through my tips and techniques. And the second book that I'm writing is going to be about my start, and as well as to not give up, and how you can take your garage business and make it into a successful business.
Yes.
With just a small amount of money, but a large amount of time.
Wow. Wow. Guys, keep an eye out for his book. I want to say thank you all for being here at Vernes Junk Closet, your YT cheerleader. You know I love you all. Thank you, my members. Thank you, everyone that has stopped in and have conversated through this live stream. We loved it. It was amazing. Don't go anywhere, Mike. Guys, thank you. I'm going to play the song out, and then we're going to leave. Love and light to you all. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? Love and light to you all. Again, thank you all for stopping in. I'm going to play this video. Don't go anywhere, Mike. Hold on. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to let this play. It's only a little while. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to play this. All right, guys. Again, thank you all. Bye, Hook Girl. Thank you. Bye, Fish Snatcher. Again, thank you all for being here. You're welcome to McCray Kings. Thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. You Can Talk says, best of luck to you, Mike. Yes, guys. Yes. Thank you, Panama City. Thank you. Love and light to you, all of you guys. Watch the replay. Thank you, Kristen. Yes, please watch the replay if you can. Eat to Live Strong says, thank you, Mike, for the informative content. Have a blessed day, everyone. Yes, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.